This is We Burlesque.
Hi there, this is Mr. Valdez.
This is Juju Crowley.
This is Ellie Clan.
This is Newfoundland.
Hi, this is Ida Banger, the gluten-free showgirl who's still got buns, and you are listening to We Burlesque, Season 10.
Hi, this is Victor Devon, and I was just at the Ohio Burlesque Festival, and I spoke to a couple of people there. I thought you would enjoy getting to know them on a very quick, rapid-fire basis. So, today, you lucky people, you are going to have 7 minutes in heaven with 8 fabulous people. Hello, Daddy Delicious. Hello.
Hello.
Where are you from?
I'm from Orlando, Florida.
How long have you been there?
About 10 years now.
Nice. Have you always performed in Orlando?
Yes, I actually moved there to work for the Mouse, and I'm a theme park reject.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Were you a costume character?
I was, but for Universal.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and so when I first started, I really wanted to be a performer, and I was not the look, I guess you could say. So honestly, that's what kind of led me and pushed me into burlesque, is because I started doing like pinup stuff, and I just really loved the boudoir and the creativity, and so it just led me into doing it, and now I've been doing it for 7 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What brings you to Ohio? Is this your first time in Cleveland for the festival?
It is my first time for this festival, yes. This is my first year actually doing festivals.
Is this your first? Oh, so this has been a year of?
Yes, this is my third festival. And the first festival I did, the Pacific Northwest Burlesque Festival, I was crowned the monarch.
Listen.
Yes. So it's
we love a long-term overnight success.
Something like that, yeah. So I'll be performing the award-winning act here.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
What's your vibe? What's the style that you usually bring?
I would say I'm very drag camp, big Broadway style. But yes, I love big props. I love a gimmick, and just very campy. That's my vibe.
Were you a theatrical or Halloween kid?
Oh, I was both. Course. Yeah.
Not necessarily. Some people find that
Absolutely.
late in life, yeah.
No, I graduated with a theater degree from Wisconsin.
Ooh.
Yes, and then I am the Halloween queen. I actually got to perform at Disney as Winfred Sanderson in 2024.
I live and breathe.
Yes, and
Fabulous.
so I thought that was the ceiling. I thought there was no place but up from there, and then here we are. We're still climbing.
Was it like a vocal track you performed to, or did you speak?
Oh no, I had to speak.
You had to speak.
I had to speak and sing and humidity and
What
fire debris.
What a challenge on top of a challenge. An icon playing an icon.
Oh, yes.
I mean, yes. Oh, my goodness. Have you incorporated any of that into your burlesque? Are you a nerdlesquer as well?
I would say so. I'd say a lot of my iconic numbers, I love storytelling. I love narrative-based burlesque. So anything that I can kind of take the audience on a journey, that's what really fuels me and what really gives me, purpose. I mean, I love a classic, I love glamour, but, I want to be, if I'm taking off this glove, I want it to be a story of why I'm taking off this glove, and, very much incorporate the intention from the theatrical background that I have.
Yes. How do you develop an act? Is it usually song first, characterization first? Costume?
It really depends. I really enjoy, there's some songs that there could be this one little riff in it that reminds me of what this character might listen to, and then it brings to life a whole character. I also just really love, I do a clicker from The Last of Us, so it's it's the fungus creatures.
Oh yes, okay.
So it's how do you make the grotesque glamorous?
Yes.
The number that it's called the hot dog song, and it's just ridiculous, and it has a good campy hook to it. So that's what kind of inspired that. So it really is, if I'm feeling a song, but mostly it's a character that I want to bring to life. So most of my acts are named characters that I do.
Is there a signature what Daddy is? Is there an act where it's that's the...
Currently, it's my hot dog song.
Oh, see?
Yeah, yep. Yeah. So the hot dog is kind of my my signature like prop and things. But I'm also as well a host.
Okay.
So that's kind of I'm known as the Florida Fluffer for that reason. I fluff the audience for the enjoyment of the show. But I used to be a spooky queen. Everything I did was super serious and incantations and all this stuff. But now I also say if something doesn't go wrong on stage, I didn't show up.
Oh, I see. Well, we're at a time where the present day and what we see in the world is so dark and scary and traumatizing. And I think that one reason that horror, not that it ever needed a resurgence, but has dipped over time, and we have variants on the theme. We had vampires for a while, now we're apocalyptic, we're now back into the classic.
Yes.
We're reinterpreting a lot of the classics.
Yes.
How do you feel about taking on these iconic roles and presenting them for an audience? What responsibility do you think you might have?
Well, I think that a lot of performers, an original idea is hard, and we're all borrowing from each other, and so it's not to say that, if someone does this iconic character, I can't do it, because you might have a different take
You should have a different take,
and a different message. And so I think the audience loves something that's recognizable because they can relate to it, and they also are then like, okay, if I can project my story onto it, what journey is the performer going to take me on?
Yeah.
That if you have these iconic things that you can remember, that you can elevate that story even further without having to like hand feed the audience, explaining to them who this character is.
You got to do the shorthand.
Yes.
And also they expect sometimes a lot of the very obvious hits as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it's how can you elevate that and make that your own, or even twist that to make it your iconic take on the character.
So since you have been doing this as long as you have, and the ceiling is broken, you still have places to go in this Wonkavator.
Yeah.
What other things might be on your list of things to accomplish?
Well, I am definitely trying to do more festivals.
Great.
Just really do international perchance. I would love to do Teaser. I'd love to do BHOF, and just really keep inspiring. I think creating community is the most beautiful thing about burlesque, and if I can take my surname Devicious and make a house from it, and now bring up baby burlesquers, and I have some.
You look forward to parenthood?
It's kind of thrusted upon me, like the absent father that I am. But I have.
But you can check in, do weekends.
Yes, yeah. You good? Send a text? Yeah, and just kind of bridging the gap. I love drag, and I think drag takes a lot from burlesque, and then burlesque is now taking a lot back from drag, and inspiring. And so I love finding that intersection that includes all those performers, because sometimes even in our spaces it can get so secular.
Absolutely.
That it's not inclusive, or we're not appreciating drag kings and queens in spaces. And so I think I would love to build a platform or produce a show that really starts creating that space as a norm, especially in Florida.
Yeah.
Not to say it doesn't exist, but I just would love to be a name that's involved in making that
Curating
happen.
it. Fabulous.
Yeah.
Well, our time is up, but what a lovely opportunity to get to meet you. Please tell the audience where they can keep in touch with what you got going on.
Absolutely. You can follow me on Instagram at miss_daddy, DADDEA. It is not Dadea, it's Daddy. And that's where you can see all of my happenings, mishaps, and shenanigans.
Fabulous. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Knock 'em dead tomorrow.
Thank you.
We're here at the Ohio Burlesque Festival. What are you doing here?
I'm Lady Zaza. I am the house mother.
What does that mean?
So I help the entertainers with like finishing touches, zip ups, making sure wigs are secure, getting them on stage, kind of giving them that extra hype before they go on, because it's very nervous and very nerve-wracking. I mean, there's thousands of people in the audience. Just knowing that you're going to have a good time, making sure that you're comfortable, open communication, and kind of knowing that like it's going to run smoothly.
Yeah. Well, obviously drag comes from a lot of recognition with houses, as well as community and families, and being there for one another. So to do this in sort of like a microcosm level, how does that feel?
It feels good. I had a very strong background with the drag community. Having a lot of drag family that isn't coming from the same family, but kind of creating my own. I have Bella Soon as my drag sister. Lakota Shakar is another drag sister. I was lucky enough to have Amity Vince, who's the promoter and owner of Addicted to Glamour, one of Cleveland's most pristine pageants. Bella is the current reigning Empress Addicted to Glamour Femme. So luckily he has helped me a lot with my drag. I kind of consider him like my drag father. But like outside of that, he's more like a brother. Like we fight and argue like brothers and then like
Siblings.
Yeah,
Yes,
pretty
of
much.
course. How long have you been an entertainer?
I have been an entertainer for about a year now.
Is that all? Why do I feel like that's been... So you came into...
So my first actual debut and show was here at the Beachland.
Fabulous.
For Pride, I did a brunch with Lakota Shakar, Monica Maude, Maine Void, and Bram Stroker. All of them have been in one of Bella's shows or have worked alongside. I've worked alongside with them at other shows or other festivals.
Neat. So what do you love about performing?
I love it because I was a competitive cheerleader for the longest time, so I really love feeding off of the crowd. I really like interacting. It kind of gives me a break from like my normal 9 to 5 of being like a medical professional. I get to cut loose. I get to show a different side.
Yeah. What is a signature look for you?
A signature look is very old school glam, like the clown white. I focus a lot of my makeup on like the older girls. So like if you look at Luscious Massacre.
Oh yes.
Erica Andrews, Roxy Andrews.
Luscious, we're not calling you old.
No. A legend. The legends. Erica Martinez, like making sure like you have the white, you have the nice contour, the about 7 different eyeshadow colors packed into one eyelid, because if you're not, then you're not doing drag. We're not doing like one eyeshadow and then putting glitter over there. Like we're cut creasing, putting sparkles on there. We're setting our face with banana powder and talcum powder.
Oh, she's an elitist.
We did our homework.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously drag has changed so much especially as it's been homogenized and it's been online. What did you find as a live entertainer and a regional entertainer, a local entertainer, that either a misconception might be of people who only know it through that lens, or that they might be happily surprised about?
I feel like a lot of people see like RuPaul's Drag Race and expect all drag entertainers to be like that. And I do love that there are different forms of drag and different styles of drag, and I respect all of it. I enjoy seeing alternative queens. Like that is my favorite to get booked with. I love getting booked in an alternative setting. I'm not an alternative queen, but I love it because I get to see something different and maybe incorporate it. I'm more of like, I always call myself like the pageant pony.
Are you a pageant?
I'm a pageant pony. Glitz and glam, rhinestones, fringe.
Are you competitive?
I am very competitive. I will be trying to compete in my first pageant when Addicted to Glamour comes back. I will be competing for Addicted to Glamour Newcomer. That will be one of my very first pageants to compete in.
Do you know what they expect of you?
Glamour.
I mean,
glamour.
But what are the categories?
So the categories, luckily for a newcomer, you don't have to do as many as you would for like a regular miss or mix. So you have presentation, you have interview, you have talent, you have evening wear, and then crowning.
All right.
So it's a little bit more budget friendly because like for a regular pageant, you have interview, you have presentation, you have swimsuit or day wear, you have talent, you have evening wear, then you have crowning.
Are you a seamstress?
I am not.
You're not. So you'll be acquiring these things.
I support small business.
This is right, and that's the thing.
Very much what's your Venmo?
Yes.
Hey girl, I see that you make some sickening things.
There
What's
are
the
some
cash
folks.
app?
There are some folks who look not necessarily down upon, but look sideways at some queens who don't necessarily construct from the ground up.
But I'm very quick to be like, I didn't make this, but if you go here, this person makes it. That's sickening. I do have a seamstress out in Chicago. It's somebody that I met on Facebook on like one of those drag swap pages. They make different bodysuits and like swimsuits and like dance wear costumes. Very affordable, but so nice.
Well, as
So
Jiggly Caliente
sweet.
said, Beyonce don't be sewing her costumes.
Exactly.
As we wrap up, because we are almost finished, tell me, what do you think you've learned most about yourself from playing somebody else, essentially?
That if I definitely put my mind to it, I can achieve it. Like,
What do you think is the light in your eyes? What step puts it all together for you?
The music.
The music?
Once
Okay.
the music hits, it's like a whole different person.
Now, you talk a little off the record about some of your genre favorites. What do you enjoy performing to most?
I love performing to like more sexual, slow, like type of music. Like,
Are you also doing Sade like everybody else?
No. I'm not yet. That hasn't been put into
The rotation.
The rotation yet.
What do you listen to get inspired?
I listen to anything from country to hip hop to rap, all the way to heavy metal.
Right.
It's just kind of like whatever vibes. That's my favorite thing. Like doing my makeup is just putting on a random playlist.
Do you have a signature face that you've established?
Yes.
Okay.
I do like a red and purple lip with like the clown white in between.
All right.
A nice wet lip. It's very, very much that. I do the nice little eyeliner on the nose to pinch the nose, and then I do a nice little beauty mole. One of my very best friends, Valerie Valentino, she taught me how to do that. Erica Martinez does the mole, so I definitely take different parts of people that I have entered in my life and kind of mix like what they've done with their makeup and try to incorporate it into my face.
Fantastic. Well, we've reached our end. Tell me and tell the rest of the world where they can keep in touch with all you have going on. Do you have a social account?
I do. I haven't made it as my drag page, so it's just my normal Mark the Shark 66 _ BRR on Instagram.
What does the BRR stand for?
So back in the day, my tattoo artist wanted to create like a cult, so it was Boomer Regan Regional. So ever since I was 18, I did that, and I never changed it. Because I'm too lazy for that.
Well, no. As you get more in demand, you'll be requiring.
Yes.
Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for being here for all the people at Ohio Burlesque Festival.
Thank you.
A mother is necessary. Thank you. That's it. Lucy Boehm, how are you doing? How has Ohio been treating you so far?
Oh my gosh, Ohio's been amazing. I'm blown away by everybody that's here and how great everybody is. Everybody's so nice, too.
Where are you from?
Colorado.
How long have you been performing?
I've been performing burlesque for 4 years.
4 years. And what have you learned in those 4 years about yourself?
Oh my gosh, that I can do anything. No. I mean, I perform anything. I mean, I like to put anything on my resume. So I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to act, I want to do burlesque.
Take over the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you think that burlesque is something that spoke to you? What inherently about the theatricality or the costume or the style or the exhibitionism?
For me, it was just gaining more confidence in myself on stage because I'm usually just other characters, but this time it's me. Although with a lot of my acts, I do end up being another character, which is fine, but it works. Yeah.
What would be a signature Lucy Boehm look, style, or act?
It'd be Superstar right now. It's definitely my superstar. Yes.
Now describe that act for those who may not know what that means by the body
So, Saturday Night Live, also, there was a film, I believe in 1996, called Superstar. It's Molly Shannon's character. She's basically a schoolgirl, and she believes in that she's going to be this amazing superstar, and she does this silly little thing where she smells her hands after she puts them under her armpits.
Is this a parallel story for the Lucy Boehm?
Yes, yeah, we're very similar characters. Yeah, we're just super sweaty and nervous and just kind of insane on stage. So,
what is the world of burlesque like in Colorado?
It is huge. There's so much burlesque in Colorado. I've performed in the Springs, I've performed in Denver, and then there's so many more outside of that. It's so exciting. Oh yeah, Fort Collins, I was up there too.
Oh!
So I just kind of been everywhere. It's everywhere. It's great.
What have you accomplished this year so far?
So my biggest accomplishment was the beginning of the year. I won Weird Less in Oklahoma City, and then after that, so I just got into the New York City Burlesque Festival in October, and I'll be performing Superstar Saturday night.
We love a hit single.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's very on brand.
How long did it take you to get that hit single? Was that an early act for you, or?
It was, yeah. I think at least a year in. They had a Saturday Night Live show in Colorado Springs, and I put this act together for it, and I've been doing it for a couple years ever since.
You just sort of figured it would be a one-shot?
Yeah, but no, I kept doing it and kept putting it into festivals. It's been in I don't know how many festivals now.
I think she's sort of a patron saint of the neurodivergent, awkward individual, perhaps?
Yes. That's why I love her
feel?
so much. Yes. It is me completely unmasking on stage and just going ballistic.
What other types of performances have you done?
I also do a singing mermaid act, so part of your world from The Little Mermaid,
Yes.
and I have a a trunk of sex toys,
Oh.
and those are my gadgets and gizmos, and I sing to the audience about
Aplenty.
Yeah, I scratch my head with a dildo, put one in my mouth. and-
You're a bit of a filthy little thing, aren't you?
I am. Yes.
Is that something that has been enhanced by burlesque, or did it just give you an excuse?
I mean, I learned Shakespeare at a very young age, so I kind of just learned the dirty mind at too young of an age. You know how it is.
Well, earlier today, you mentioned being also an actor.
Yes.
Is that something that you would like to?
Oh yeah, I mean that's kind of the goal, and when I'm hopefully going to move, I am going to move to New York in 2 years,
All right.
and I'm going to fully just go
Immerse.
into immerse and get back into acting.
What do you think, stage?
Yeah, stage
Triple
mostly.
threat? Singing, acting, dancing?
Yeah.
Totally. So what have you found so far? So we're recording this on day 3, so you've already experienced some of the festival. What
I
have been
have.
some of the pluses of working here?
Just meeting everybody from all over the world and getting to work with, I just saw last night's show, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm performing on stage tomorrow with.
It's a good boost,
all
right?
these, it is.
Yeah.
It was an honor to just be able to come here, to just explore Ohio. I mean, all of the benefits. I got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for free because of this festival. I was like,
How
that's
was that?
nuts. Insane. I had very many emotional experiences. It was great. It was really cool. I might even go back tomorrow because it was really neat. I love music. Music is a huge part of my life. So.
Of course. Well, who when you were growing up were some of the posters on your wall?
On my wall, it was definitely like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
Well, you know,
but
you're of a certain
the
age.
Beatles now are my boys. They're actually on my wall currently. It's like the Beatles.
The parallels between them is
It is, I believe so. Yes, it's a boy band. Just different decade.
So what, beyond the performance that you've done with Superstar and the sex toys, obviously.
Yeah, and Mermaid. Yes.
What are some of your favorite components of putting together an act? What's satisfying to you?
I can sit for like 8 hours at a time in Rhinestone. I just love it. I'll
Is it
watch.
zen?
Yeah, I'll just watch like a good show or something I've watched like 1,000 times and just get after it. I have a cheese head. I'm working on a cheese act, and that thing is like I've got probably 5,000 rhinestones on that thing already. So it's fun. I like making the costumes and putting the music together, and
You're fully formed. You enjoy creating from the ground up. Basically.
I usually make most of my stuff, and hopefully.
Do you make for others?
What's that?
Do you make for others?
I haven't yet, but I do help my husband make I do put his rhinestones on his costumes, and he's helped me make pasties and all that kind of stuff.
So you're involved with another entertainer?
Yes, his name is Tad Flaccid, yes. It's not hard.
Oh, I see. What is it like cohabitating with another entertainer?
Oh man, it can be stressful at times, especially when we're both doing a show at the same time. He's got his stuff I gotta do, and I've got my stuff, and then, can you help me with this? Yes, but I've got my stuff too, so it can be kind of insane if we're both doing it at the same time, but it's great to support each other.
I feel there's sort of shorthand too.
Yeah.
You already know what the other's doing.
Yeah, we're definitely there to support each other. We just did a competition together. We did great, so it was
Did you
it was
want to
fun.
beat the other?
Well, it wasn't a direct competition. I did win my category, but he did not win his category. So
you get to be like the Kim Basinger to Alec Baldwin. Well, we run out of time, but tell the folks at home how they keep in touch with all you going on.
I am on Instagram, Facebook. You can find me at Lucy Bohem, pretty much on anything.
Think anything exciting coming up?
New York Burlesque Festival,
Burlesque
October.
Festival. All right.
Ready.
All right, go pack.
Yeah.
Damn right. How are you, Lady Hi.
I'm great.
Oh,
I'm
my
great.
goodness.
I'm warmed up.
Reunited.
Yes.
So happy to see you.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you as well.
I knew you in the before times in New York City.
Yes.
What's it like now?
Okay. I haven't been performing a lot. I took a step back a couple years ago, and so I'm only aware of the shows that I'm doing.
Sure.
But there are still some of the standard, I guess standard. Well, there's Slipper Room, there's still Dwayne Park. There's
Betty.
There is Nurse Betty. There's always a change of hands, or some shows will end and then a new one will pop up. Mm-hmm. So there's always a show going on. I just think that there are the ones that are long-standing, the ones that have been there for a while. Those are fewer.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, Yeah, they're more specialized, I guess.
I think so, yeah.
You're taking on, I mean, I guess there's a double-edged sword because there's something really nice and familiar about a weekly or a regular or something. But then there's sort of like this excitement of, oh, can't miss that one. Because it's coming up. Yeah. You had a major show this year, however.
I am performing at the New York Burlesque Festival this year, Golden Pasty Awards night.
Glad to see you there.
Yes, and
you've done this act too that you did tonight, that you're doing tonight at the Ohio there as well.
Yes, I am. A Little Stinky Kitty is a crowd pleaser. It's this is also in honor of my cat who died in April.
Yes.
And it's about the cat with the zoomies, and it's messy. Sometimes, like, things go wrong, but that's part of it. I have not fallen yet, but if I do...
We're going to knock on things.
Yeah. But if I do, it'll still be part of the act, because, cats are not elegant when they have the zoomies.
They do not always land on their feet.
No. They tear up the house. This is why we can't have nice things.
I think the first time I met you, you were dressed as a waitress for that act. What other acts have you developed in the last some time?
I have an ode to Janis Joplin and the '60s movement, to her Piece of My Heart. It's all orange. Orange is symbolic of courage in classical Indian dance, which is what I used to do. I was a Kathak dancer. And if you know the song, it's about a woman who is she's forlorn and she's heartbroken, but the orange represents her courage past it. So
there's a rebellion in it and a resilience. So
naturally, yes. Especially considering the song and the time that it was written. Written before 60s.
Yeah. Have you been traveling much outside of Burlesque lately, or with Burlesque?
Yeah, I was at Colorado Burlesque Festival last month, as well as Land of the Sky in Asheville, North Carolina.
Busy.
Yeah, I've been busy. Yeah.
High-profile gigs.
Yeah.
What is your go-to plan for packing?
I keep a spreadsheet. Well, it's actually in my notes. I have, the checklist. I will even write down, did I test my assholes? And then retape them. Things like that. Because this act is so high energy, I make sure I spend about 3 months preparing for it. A lot of vitamins, minerals, and cardio, that kind of thing. But I pretty much have it down.
Yeah.
I also keep active. I try not to be like a Dalmatian, or not a Dalmatian, but a greyhound, where I'm sitting on the couch and then do the act. Because that'll be murder on my joints. So I stay active. I do martial arts.
Ooh.
And that's pretty much my cardio, and that helps me prepare for the act.
Does this relatively travel well?
It does. It fits in one shoe bag.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Smart.
I have to make sure I track everything because they're about 20 pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do they all need each other? So
they pretty much do. I could probably do without for a few things, but in general, I want them to all stay together. I have been. It had been suggested to me once to sew everything on a bodysuit, but no. I want the fun of it hopefully staying on, and then
you like to live dangerously.
I do, and so do my pasties.
All of them.
Everything.
So what keeps burlesque exciting for you? That you take these moments, you step back a little bit, but you come back. So why do you come back?
I come back because it's the inspiration I get from the performers. It's also the camaraderie that we have both backstage and on stage. We also have, I think there's a shared moment. It's just community.
Yeah. But it's also, a fairly solitary experience coming up with an act, developing an act, putting it together, and then being out on stage by yourself. So it's both a social and
it should be both, right? You have the individual aspect of it, of creation, and then you have the shared experience of, hey, this is what we're revealing and sharing with not just the other performers, but community, the audience.
Yeah, and sometimes yourself.
Yeah.
You learn things about yourself all the time.
Always.
Keeps it interesting, keeps it spicy.
Yes. Yes.
What is, so we're, as of the time of this recording, about an hour or so before the show begins. So do you have any pre-show ritual?
I do. For this act specifically, I have to warm up. Here's the thing, I'm 47. So warm-up takes much longer than the act itself.
Sure.
I have to be very careful of my joints. I also have a chronic condition that means that I have certain minerals and vitamins are depleted, so I have to really make sure that I'm replenished with those. So I've prepared since like pretty much Thursday as far as like the active stuff goes.
So
like,
not partying out all night?
No, I did have one drink last night, but yeah, that's it.
You know what they say? Ethel Merman said, if you want to do musical comedy, you got to live like a fucking nun. So there's some truth to that as we move on.
Yeah.
The rock stars don't live forever.
But don't worry about it. I am gonna have probably 2 or 3 drinks tonight after the act.
I mean, listen, you've earned it. You know all the energy that you spent.
Yes. I am so excited for this show.
Fabulous. And your hair, the voluminity.
Thank you.
Is this all you?
It's all me. It's all me. No wig.
Audience, you can't see it, but it looks fabulous.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Of course.
We've already run out of time, but tell the folks where they can keep in touch with you.
Keep in touch with me at Lady Mabuhay. That's on Instagram. And that's it.
Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah. Well, fabulous. I can't wait to see you. I'm so glad to see you.
Can I have a hug?
Yes! Oh.
Hi, this is Victor Devon, and you're listening to We Burlesque, the podcast, and I love you for it. I gotta tell you, this is still one of my very favorite things to do. I'm very happy, very proud, very honored that people download this and listen to me and a bunch of folks talk about why we love what we do. It's really great. It really, really is. And I want to give a special love to the patrons on patreon.com. Give it up for Melody, Devin, JaCourtney, Clara, Dottie, Charlotte, Luna, Goosey, Roxy, Faye, Tiffany, Jimmy, Curly Bright, Oliver, Sebastian, Alex, Bo, and Stormageddon. I had to take a breath there, people. It's really lovely. It really is really, really, really lovely. I think it's so difficult to dedicate time and make shit happen, but I'm working on it. I'm trying. Goodness gracious. Please know that you mean the world to me. And if you would like to support me in any other way that is not money, please follow, like, subscribe, share, comment, do those things, and I won't charge you for it. It'll get me further out there, and more importantly, it'll get these people that I bring onto this show further out there as well. So, mwah, be well, darlings. Hey, this is Victor Devon, and I like socks. I've always been very open about my appreciation for the fabric that goes on my feet, and I want you to enjoy them too. Please go to footclothes.com, look at the variety of fabulous novelty socks that do not suck, and indulge. You can get 10% off now with the name Victor Devon as a promo code. That's VIKTORDEVONNE. Put it all together, no spaces, and enjoy. I'm Victor Devon.
I'm Petra Fried.
And this is Tonight
on Murder, She Wrote.
I live for this moment where Jessica says, the decor of this room reminds me of something, but I'm not sure what.
Baby, if this isn't Captain Hook's boudoir, I don't know what it is.
He's kind of giving, like,
Bulldog.
Bulldog Bear? Like, I know this guy. I've seen
Like, even like the
guy in
cutoff
March.
shirt, like the sleeves that are cut
Yes,
off on his shirt.
especially the
it's
cutoff
like,
shirt.
He's going to cruise in a few minutes.
He has to pick up his harness for Folsom.
That's
Like,
right. The Reverend showed up and he found her stabbed in the bed.
And bathed in this red Suspiria light.
I know. Red light special.
Copycat. Here you are. I'm so excited to talk to you.
Yeah.
When last did we meet? Was it here?
It was here,
here.
yeah, in 2023. It's the first time I did Ohio. That's where we met, and yeah.
Where does the name come from?
Okay, great question.
Thank you.
It was before I started performing burlesque, and I had just finished musical theater school, and I started going to all of the shows in my hometown, and I was like, hey, well, I'm not going to start performing until I have a good name. And then I saw someone do an act to a song that I liked, and I was like, I could do it better than that. I could copy them, and just a little copycat moment. And so then the name's kind of stuck. That idea never stuck. I've never done that
You've
intentionally.
never actually copycatted.
Not intentionally, but the name stuck, and here we are.
Yeah. So how long has it been since you started stages?
It'll be 9 years in October.
9 years. So
I
that's
know.
the before time, too.
The before times, yeah.
Yeah. So as America failed during the COVID years, how did Canada handle it? Or your part of Canada, I guess.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think people did their best. Definitely, there was a lot more, like, protocols, staying home and masking and all that kind of stuff. So I think we did a passing grade, I would say.
How has
Passing grade.
nightlife recovered?
Ooh, it still hasn't. I was living in Ottawa at the time, and a lot of venues closed right around when COVID happened, whether it was from COVID or otherwise.
Financial insecurity.
Yeah, exactly. And certainly in Ottawa, and then where I am now in Kingston, like, there is that struggle to find new venues and new ownership. Isn't necessarily understanding what burlesque is. Yeah.
So what is it like performing for American audiences versus Canadian audiences?
It's a lot of fun. I love both. There is definitely a different tipping culture, which I think is interesting, and I think it has to do with the dollar bill versus our smallest denomination is $5, and so, like, to give up $5 is maybe harder than giving up $1. So yeah, I definitely love being able to be performing and then just like a stack of ones come your way. Just like it's just fun to watch. It's fun to experience too. But yeah.
Do you convert them at the border?
I don't. I hold on to them for my next trips. But anytime someone in Canada tips me American, they always apologize. Like, I'm so sorry, I don't have anything else. I'm like, no. Give it to me. It's worth more. You're actually giving me more. Thank you so much.
It's nice to know that someone respects the American dollar, yes.
Well, I mean.
So as an artist, what brings you to the world of burlesque? Why do you keep coming back?
I love being able to, like, express myself through the art form and the community that I've built, and being able to, you know, I've gained so much confidence in doing it, and that really kind of drives it. And then also, you know, being Indigenous performer in a disabled body and being able to, like, have that visibility that I didn't have growing up, and being able to show other young people, not kids, but young people, that, like, hey, this is cool, you can do it, and you don't have to just, like, cover up and hide in the shadows and stuff like that.
It's lovely. I mean, it really is sort of getting to make up for lost time for a lot of us, too.
Absolutely.
I think I say on the pod a lot that we're sort of like different crayon boxes of neurodivergence, and this gives us the opportunity to really showcase ourselves. So what is a copycat original?
Copycat original, it's something maybe unexpected. It's a little weird, a little, like, cheekiness. I don't inherently think of myself as, like, a funny person, or you know, I don't necessarily fit fully in neoclassical or in classical. I'm somewhere in the middle, and kind of riding that line of the middle. and making you wet.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What's the act tonight?
Tonight I'm doing an act called You're So Gay, and it is my love letter to femme lesbians. And it, features some Tegan and Sarah hits with a little mix in with some pop culture part of it. Yeah.
Did you have to reduce it for this audience? Festivals often have a time limit.
I didn't. I try to keep my stuff under that, in that 4 to 5 minute sweet spot, so I don't have to reduce it too much. For this one.
Any big props you had to bring across the border?
No.
Are you easy?
I'm easy. For this one, it's super easy. It's like pants and a corset. It's pretty understated. Yeah.
What were some of the highlights of this year for you?
Yesterday was just I wasn't able to make it till Thursday.
It was great.
Travel and work and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure it was amazing. Last night, it was just the energy of the audience and everyone just feeding into it and really just loving it. And blanking on some names of stand-ups.
Oh, it's all good. But
yeah,
what about the rest of the year? What other things have you accomplished that you feel? You know what? This was 2026. What I do?
2026 is really cool. I've done a bunch of festivals this year, probably more than I have in past years, which is really fun and exciting. But for me, the coolest part was I haven't repeated a lot of acts at the festival. So I've been able to bring different acts to most of these different festivals that I've been a part of. Which for me is just kind of very validating on what I'm doing, and also that other people think they're cool and fun and want them there too.
Yes. Do you live for the applause? Is that something that...
I do. I really like it.
Yeah.
Theater background, of course. I really like it. But
We've reached the end of our time. Love to talk with you more.
Yeah.
But
anytime.
In the interim, can you tell the folks at home how they can keep in touch with all the things that you do?
Absolutely. So you can find me on Instagram at It's Copycat, so ITSKOPYCAT. I got a lot of fun things planned that maybe have a PhD involved in them.
What?
Maybe a festival.
Oh, they're educated.
We'll see.
They're educated.
Ooh.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I'm glad to see you here again.
Yeah, you too.
HBIC. Now, in fact, is it in the head bitch in control?
It sure is.
How long have you realized you had that control?
Since December 14th, a year that will be undisclosed.
So you were out the womb, basically. Out the womb. Where are you from?
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
What is it like there?
It's home.
It's home?
It's flat. Not a lot to do.
Understood. So as an entertainer, what is the burlesque world there?
We, I feel have a really great opportunity right now to grow and kind of inform and educate our community on what burlesque is.
Excellent. What do you think burlesque is? Easy question for 7 minutes, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Burlesque is anything you want it to be.
What do you find fulfilling out of it?
The power and control that I get to have. I'm healing past religious trauma by letting the world see how incredible my body is and how incredible I am. So for me, it's just empowering.
I love it.
Yeah.
This is your first time in Cleveland?
Yes.
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 How has it been so far?
Amazing. It's such a beautiful city.
Yes, it's very lovely here. So where else have you found yourself outside of Indiana?
I have performed in Chicago a lot. I performed with Queen of the West a few months ago.
That's in Cincinnati, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I have some exciting things on the horizon.
Lovely. So where did you first hear burlesque and say, I can do that, let's do that?
This is controversial, but Burlesque the movie.
That's okay. Listen, no, this is a safe spot. This is a safe place. It's A Star Is Born, but with burlesque as the title. It's fine.
Grew up dancing, so then when I saw that movie, it inspired me to get into jazz dance.
Nice.
But then as an adult, switched over to, it inspired me to just really learn what burlesque is.
See, it's a good gateway. It's a good gateway.
Absolutely.
Did you already you had a physicality already inclined?
Yeah.
So what do you feel has been one of the more challenging but success stories of your burlesque learning?
Slowing down.
Slow, yes.
I'm so used to having choreography. Every minute has a move. It's to a T. I don't have time to slow down. And so being able to the act I'm doing tonight specifically is one that I've challenged myself to move slow.
Excellent.
And to just enjoy the moment with maybe nothing planned. It changes every time.
Does it? You find yourself improvising more frequently?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to trust yourself. And actually, I think improvising is really hard.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I have moments that I do the same thing every time, but
Yes.
other moments I just let myself feel whatever I want in the moment.
What song are you doing it to?
Diamonds Are Forever by Shaka Khan.
Oh my goodness!
I know.
Is that a typical song selection that you would choose?
Yes. Yes. I love, and growing up, that's just what I heard all the time, and so it just makes me feel, I don't know, it just makes me feel good, and I feel confident and empowered, and I mean, the woman singing it, like,
Oh yeah.
come on.
Oh yeah. Well, why would you do Shaka Khan as opposed to someone like Shirley Bassey, who originated it? Who would you?
So Shaka Khan specifically is one of my mom's favorites.
Okay.
So this song, like growing up, was this version that my mom and I would just crank the music all the way up in the car on the way to school and jam out. So this one specifically is just holds a special place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What other styles of music do you find yourself drawn to?
I get drawn to a lot of R&B.
Okay.
So kind of the same line. But I'm also trying to venture into some more just like instrumental sounds. Not really limiting myself on a like specific genre or time, just kind of more the music and the musicality and kind of challenging myself in that way.
Yeah. Is Indiana fairly amenable to this style of burlesque, or do you feel you've created a new portal for everyone to experience? Did you have folks that you were looking to and saying, all right, brethren, kindred, or are you one of a kind?
I mean, I'd like to think I'm one of a kind.
Oh.
I love my burly friends, but I think the persona I've created is just one of a kind.
Do you have a mentor?
Yes.
Who is it?
Lavendel.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes, wonderful, amazing human. We've been friends for years, and when seeing her confidence when she first started was just inspiring, and she helps me along the way, every step of the way. I mean, she's my roomie at this festival, and yeah, I could not do that without her. And my other producer back home, Lady Luscious, also amazing friend, but she has also opened so many doors and is such a great cheerleader and person to have in my corner.
As a festival participant, what would you say to producers? Not necessarily this one, but any producer in general. You say this is what we need as performers. Yeah. What would you get? What do you want out of a festival?
I want to see diversity. I want to see everything. I want to see body types. I want to see all the colors. I want to see just everything possible. And I want to see comedy. I want to see classic. Like, I just want to don't limit.
Yeah.
Don't put a limit on who you let in. I feel like just be open to weird, be open to scary. I don't know. Just be open, because you never know who you're gonna get on that stage. And like these shows, these last few nights have been incredible because this has such a beautiful range of people.
Yeah. When you're developing, are you drawn to music first, costume first, thoughts, ideas? What comes first?
I am usually honestly drawn to costumes first.
Okay.
I love creating costumes, and I just kind of buy pieces and just work on them with no plan. And then when I'm done, I'm like, okay, what can I put this to?
What would this assign?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I kind of let the song find me.
Okay.
And the costume is kind of sometimes what just spearheads the whole thing.
Do you have a couple of things in the closet that are waiting to be given homes?
I have more than a couple of things. I have a problem.
I mean, some people find costume creation very zen, very soothing,
Yes.
as well as, and that's when sometimes when people are like, I don't want to commodify this, I don't want to do it for other people, I need it to be for me.
Yeah.
Would you say that you are someone who does it mostly for yourself, or would you also want to step in that direction for other burlesquers?
I feel like I'd like to just do it for myself. I think taking the pressure off of it being perfect or being, I might like it, but somebody else might not. Like, taking that pressure away, I just like to wear whatever feels good on my body, what colors.
Do you have a favorite fabric?
Satin.
Satin,
I love a good satin.
What's the color scheme tonight?
It's white diamond.
Oh shit. White's white.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you travel with that?
Very carefully. Very carefully, and it's in a plastic hard container, so nothing can get through it.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, we have reached our time.
Thank
Can you tell the folks so we can keep in touch with you?
Yes, on Instagram at @thethee.hbic.
A pleasure. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank
Have
you.
a great festival.
You too.
LSD.
Hi.
So, where did you get such a nom de plume?
Well, I found it on TikTok.
Youth of America people.
I started out doing drag originally, and I saw someone who was posting about creative drag names, and I write erotica under my human name, L. And so when I saw that, because I also have a psychology background, I was like, LSD, that's perfect. Mind-altering muse, amazing. So
how different do you transfer from the written word to the physical?
honestly, I write a lot of poetry and I write a lot of erotica that is based upon real life experiences, and my performances are kind of that now. I feel like my performances are my poetry. They are my erotica.
That's so gorgeous. So what did you learn about your physicality doing burlesque that maybe you didn't know going in?
Yeah, I was a very uncoordinated person, and I don't come from like a theater background or a dance background, and so through doing burlesque, I really learned how to harness and control my energy and my movements, and that goes beyond stillness. That goes to the way that you look at an audience. That goes to the way that you shift your fingers and what kind of attention you're trying to grab with that. Yeah.
Are you a provocateur, a femme fatale?
Yeah, well, you know, LSD is a dominatrix.
Oh. You do live a lot of lives.
I do. And I really like to harness that aspect, but in the sense of being a very masculine presenting person at times, and switching that and playing with masculine and femininity and how they can coexist at the same time, and be kind of menacing,
yes,
but also white if I want it to be. So,
well, as a drag performer, did you go more queen, king, or thing?
Thing.
Thing.
Yes, I was very MX.
Well, then, were you more like a mythical creature, or were you just androgynous?
No, I was just androgynous. And even now, as LSD, I've done a lot of transition work from mask to femme, but I would like to kind of do an androgynous act or a drag king leaning act where maybe I have my hair down, but I'm wearing binding tape, or something similar to make people question their sexuality, my gender orientation.
Have you learned about your own gender orientation through creative?
Yes, I have. I am a very hyper feminine person in my human life, but LSD is 100% a non-binary person. And being able to explore what that means and also tie that into my own queer identity outside of burlesque has been really empowering, especially like growing up in a very religious environment.
Sure. Is it interesting navigating as a black femme where the masculinization of black femme is so weaponized, particularly? Here you are reclaiming, improving and endorsing, and what is it like?
Yeah, I honestly find a lot of power in it, right? I think that the audience is asking you to kind of take control of them and to tell them what to do and what to feel. And as a black femme, I was never given that permission. In fact, black women historically have had to try to be over feminine to present as soft and not to be stereotyped as the angry black woman. And so being able to kind of shift that has given me a lot of, it's changed the way that I move in everyday life. It's given me assertion that I didn't know I was allowed to have. And it's improved my self-confidence and self-worth. And it's helped me harness empowerment in my blackness.
Oh, what did you bring to Ohio this weekend?
I brought my Desire act. It was the first act I ever did. Starts out slightly more mask presenting, and it's this idea of presenting the masculine version of Desire. It's to Desire by Meg Myers, and so it's very predatory. It's hungry because I feel like masculine desire is. And then it shifts into Goddess by Daria Burns, and that's more so displaying the feminine of desire, which is being the object of one's desire, the divine feminine. And so I really like to harness that energy. I have silk fans, and I use that as a vehicle to show the change in the desire. So yeah.
Exactly. Where are you based out of?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. What is burlesque like in Indianapolis?
Burlesque is very consistent. That's the first word that comes to mind. We have a venue that produces most of our shows. It's called White Rabbit Cabaret. It is owned by a dancer and burlesque performer who wanted to keep dancers and performers who are trained in Indianapolis and provide them a space to showcase their work. And they really make sure there's a lot of mentorship. There are different variety shows, and then we have a school called Circle City School of Burlesque that does act development courses. They bring in guest instructors, and they even do things for people who don't necessarily want to do burlesque on a stage, but want to dabble in it for their own personal gain.
Yeah. Well, there's a certain healing aspect
There
as
is.
well, and wellness.
Yes.
That a lot of folks have harnessed. And frankly, that I've noticed that a lot of black icons in our community have harnessed and have noticed, this deserves an element of creation. Yes.
I just want to take a load of it.
So when you are developing, what usually comes first for you, song or style?
So I would say it is usually the concept. The song is the hardest part for me. So yeah, it takes me a very long time to find a song that resonates, but I have an idea in mind. And a lot of my acts are based off of things that I've experienced. Burlesque is not therapy, but it is healing, and I use that as a vehicle to express what I've experienced. And after the concept is usually the costume, followed by choreography based off of reveals, and the song is I spend hours and hours and days and weeks trying to find songs. I grew up with a very limited exposure to music. I was listening to like 90s and 80s R&B. And so burlesque has really forced me to expand my palette, which is great, but it also makes it really hard to find a song because I can't just automatically think of a sound or an artist. I have to really search. Yeah.
We have reached our time, but it is a delight to get to know you. I'm so glad to meet you this weekend.
So am I.
And I would love to expand upon this. So tell the folks and me the ways that we can keep in touch with all that you do.
Yes, I am on Instagram at l.sd. Same thing with Facebook. And those are the two ways. I mean, you could also come to a show.
Yes, of course. I gotta get my way there.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Standing Room Luke?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. The weekend is over.
Yes, it
This
is.
is the last time I'm turning on this recording device. How you feeling?
I am over the moon right now. The glitter crash will settle in probably middle of this night, but we'll see. I could gear up for brunch tomorrow and all the happy stuff.
Do you have advice for people who may have their first glitter crashes, how you might handle that?
Yeah, I mean, hydration, not to sound like your dad.
Please.
Yeah.
Someone has to.
Yeah. Hydration, gradually return to your normal sleep cycle. It's not going to come back to you for a few days, so add an hour every day, kind of thing. In the meantime, naps. Naps, low-paced music, long walks, expose yourself to sunlight as much as possible.
Sunlight?
Vitamin D.
Well, what if you take a pill for that?
Well, that's fine. Walk.
This is your second time at Ohio Burlesque Festival.
Yeah, that's right.
How did it compare to the first time?
Oh, gosh. It felt more manageable. It's the feeling when you visit a city the first time and it feels impossibly big and hard to cover. Second time you come in, you know the geography and you have an idea of where to go. That's how it kind of felt for me. I knew how to navigate the festival, manage my energy, what to do with each day, kind of stuff.
Did you get to explore Ohio?
I did.
What did you enjoy?
Oh, God. I finally got to see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it was everything it was built up to be. 6 floors, and I feel like I didn't properly see all of it.
Oh, wow. No, I guess you can probably, if you sit through all the videos, you're probably going to spend at least a day
probably
getting through it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then other than that, favorite part is just walking along the warehouse district and the riverfront. It's a very calming area over there. Lots of good businesses.
Nice. Now, you're coming in from Chicago. What would you say one of some of the strengths of Chicago Burlesque are?
Jesus.
Easy questions.
I think our biggest quality there is the community, the fact that there's so much talent in that city, and yet it's not cutthroat at all. Like, we mutually support each other quite a bit, and it's amazing how for all the talent in that city there's so little ego. Like, there's a lot of people willing to help each other and lift each other up.
Nice. How did you prepare for this festival or any other that you've done?
Checklist, like, when it comes to the packing, but like day of, like, I mime my acts. I do not do the full reveals and all that kind of stuff, especially when it's tearaways, because that's just a pain in the ass to put back together.
I don't really like teching.
Yeah, no. But otherwise, I follow my own advice and do, like, long walks, listen to my show music, intersperse that with playlists of silly, goofy music and the vibes, and just try to put myself in the mind space and get into character.
Nice. Where else have you been able to travel to?
For Burlesque, I've been to Minneapolis for the Minneapolis Burlesque Festival. I had one of my first out-of-state gigs in Detroit for Midnight Gardens. Really fun production. Nice. Otherwise, been to BurlyCon in Seattle, Vegas for Beehoff. Still have to go to New York for Burlesque as an adult.
Plan at least a couple of days.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on at all times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, as someone who is also a fan first and now an entertainer, what do you feel that you've learned about yourself as who you are, particularly as an entertainer, that you didn't necessarily anticipate as a fan?
Jesus. I guess I think I was worried for a while that I left behind, like, a lot of my, like, childhood kind of imagination and, like, whimsy kind of stuff, like, as, like, sacrifices to, like, finish grad school, become the adult I'm supposed to be, become a professional and all that. But, like, once I tapped back into burlesque and, like, returned to the stage, however, I realized that part of me never really left, and, like, was just itching to get back out there. And as a Gemini, like, now I realize in retrospect, like, the key was, like, striking the right balance between those spheres and not giving one side up for the other. So,
what do you work on first? Characterization, costume? What do you do first?
Usually characterization. Like, music is a big inspiration for finding character. Like, so if there's, like, a pun to be found in a song, like, if I find it relates a lot to, like, a job or an archetype, or if it's something literal, like, oh, it's an anthem about being a pirate, it's like, oh yeah, then just be a fucking pirate. Like, yeah, something like that. And then, like, choreography, like, I find it's just, like, the character extenuating themselves, like, okay, how would they, like, hip thrust across the stage, you know, and finding media that inspires that. Like, so if I wanted to do the pirate thing, look up Kevin Kline from Pirates of Penzance.
Sure.
And, like, all the fucking shenanigans that man does.
I imagine that's a really good reference for you, is Kevin Kline.
Oh,
I see that.
Yeah. Like, any of the mustachioed, like, weirdos in physical comedy, like him, Charlie Chaplin, the Marx Brothers in general. Yeah, for sure.
Do you think that you are... Do you think you're funny?
I am when I don't try to be. When I say, like, first instinct responses to a lot of stuff. I have gotten in trouble with people in the past for sarcasm because people can misread your tone.
It's true.
Very hard, especially over text. Don't try sarcasm over text, folks. You will get in trouble.
Are you being sarcastic now?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you have, anything coming up in the rest of the months of this year? My God, we're almost over.
I know. Immediately, next big gig I will be in the Nudie Newbies. I think it's a national thing that's taking place in Chicago.
Very cool.
It's like second week of November. I think Friday and Saturday. I think it must be a competition.
Yeah.
So I think, we're going for gold this time.
What are you bringing?
I am bringing my Music Man act into that. It's I don't believe you've seen it yet. Yeah, it's a tribute.
76 trombones?
Yeah, 76 trombones, and then segues into some ABBA music. There's silk veils, or tiny cymbals pulled out of you don't need to know where.
No, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah. It's a fun time.
Well, excellent. Well, this was a rapid fire, and we've already reached our time.
Yeah.
Can you tell the folks at home where they can keep up with all your shenanigans?
Yeah. I'm on the usual social medias. I'm on Facebook and Instagrams. Standing Room Luke. No spaces required, I don't believe. Not on the TikTok yet because I'm a millennial and that app scares me.
It. Yeah, I think we can. And finally, what was the best thing about being my roommate?
Surprisingly little drama. And you're like...
Surprising because you didn't expect me to not have any, or you?
No. I thought you would be the hot gossiper.
I can be.
Yeah. But no, it's been nothing but good vibes, good conversation, and lots of pizza.
That's true. Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, Senator.
Likewise, thank you.
We Burlesque the podcast, created, developed, and edited by Victor Devon. Podcast artwork by Logan Laveau. We Burlesque the podcast cover art photography by Atticus Stevenson. Theme song, On a 45 by This Way to the Egress, used with permission. All incidental music via Pixabay under the expectation of fair use. Please visit WeBurlesquePodcast.com for notes on this and every other episode. Follow We Burlesque and Victor Devon on just about every platform, and support the podcast via patreon.com/We Burlesque. Don't got the cash? Please follow, subscribe, and give 5 stars on every platform you can get your hands on. It really does help. All original material is owned by Victor Devon and White Elephant Burlesque Corporation. All other materials property of their respective copyright. No infringement, while likely, is intended. This episode, and all episodes thereafter, are in memory of Lucky Charming. Miss you, friend. And that's it.
Woohoo!